What's up, my friends? I have spent a lot of time, effort, and energy thinking about what I'm getting ready to tell you, speaking about this with people, coming up with something that I'm getting ready to tell you. First off, though, if you don't know, I'm obsessed with tattoos, got quite a few tattoos. If you can't tell, got quite a few piercings. I got a new tattoo today from an apprentice. Shout out, Katie. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. This is from a fucking apprentice, by the way. This tattoo, it's got second skin on it, by the way. Literally just got done. And I would put this girl, Katie, up against at least 50% of tattoo artists out here that's been doing it for any amount of time. Like, legit. This is badass for her eighth tattoo. Eighth tattoo. And obviously when that heals, it's got the second skin on there. It's gonna look lovely. So, back to the main point of this subject is I think I figured out the way to fix every single problem here that needs to be fixed. But my main concern is once I do this, then what's the fucking problem going to be? Examples. Money. Well, I have an easy way to fix money like that. Snap of a finger. Money's no worries to anyone, really. I also have a way to fix things with religion, how to fix things with skin color, for some reason people care. I figured out a way to fix things with what sexual preference you prefer, etc., where no one says shit. And the way this is going to be done, I'm going to explain how this is done. It's the fucking simplest thing ever, by the way. Money. Well, how can you fix that in a snap of a finger? Well, listen to me. There's these things called taxes that you pay for everything. For everything, right? What are those taxes supposed to go towards? What do they actually go towards? So, money's no worries. Give everyone universal basic income, give everyone a home, make sure they have food, make sure they have clothing, make sure they have power, water, and internet. You're good. Now, and then, let's play this game. Well, man, maybe everyone don't want to just live this life like this. Maybe people want to do all this. No worries, dude. Do it. Capitalism's still there. Do it. Go for it. Well, what if I just want a little bit of extra money and I don't want to go do these things? No worries, dude. Go fucking volunteer. Go volunteer at an animal shelter, at a nursing home, at a hospital. You will get compensated. Now, I'm using the word volunteer because you're basically giving up your time for cash. It's the same system going on now, but you actually won't have to feel the stress and anxiety of doing it, right? And the compensation for donating your time for, it ain't donation, dude. Chill out with that word. With getting paid for your time is going to be way better than it is now. So, you may be asking yourself, well, how are we going to give this and do this and give universal basic income? Go back to the very start of this when I brought up taxes. And I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, tax the rich. Because I don't, dude, most people needs to be taxed the same way across the board. Here's the issue, though. Super rich people have figured out a way to not pay taxes. Shout out to them. I'd do it too. I'm telling you, I'd do it too. However, if you want the ultimate best for mankind and human beings and the future and yourself, the rich needs to be taxed. And I'm not saying tax on a large amount or a ridiculous amount. I'm just saying actually tax them. So if a motherfucker's worth $50 billion, then be like, okay, brother, I understand that it's like you have $50 right now. I'm going to take one of your $50 away from you to redistribute it out here to make sure people are eating. Do you understand how simple that is? Think about that, dude. That's crazy simple. So the real question is, where's these taxes going? Where are the taxes going? So, now, here's another thing to do with money. Let's make world peace. There's no reason that we cannot communicate properly with other human beings to have peace on this planet we all inhabit. So there goes a fuck ton of money right there. Like, cut out war, cut out funding other countries, dude. we're good. There's some money. The rest of this, though, is simple and easy as well. So how are we going to get rid of people judging each other due to skin pigmentation, melatonin in their skin? How are we going to stop judging and talking about the opposite sex, or if someone prefers a male or a female partner, or if someone that's a male wants to be a male? Very simple. Very simple. Are you ready? Hey, do you understand that when slavery and racism was a thing, that was incredibly fucked up, and it was a gigantic mistake, and it should have never happened? Should have never happened. So we're telling you this now, and this does need to be taught in history, that way it does not repeat itself. However, let me explain this to you. It does not go on anymore. So we have learned from our mistakes, and while it was a fucking tragedy that occurred, it happened. What can we do about it? We got to move forward. Simple as that. Done deal. And that's with all of what I just spoke to you, by the way. Okay, so it's more obvious now than ever that the skin color is a thing to where it's like, dude, shut the fuck up. I don't care what color you are. Like, you're not going to talk negatively about another race around me. Point blank, period. So, there we go. Now, with the sexual preference and the gender shit, do unto others, goofy. You need women. Women, you need men. We're all ingrained with feminine and masculine energy. And if you cannot accept that and admit that and be very open and honest with yourself, your feelings, and your emotions, you're crazy, for one. For two, we need each other. Women, you can't survive without men. Men, you can't survive without women. There's a reason why we're here together. Let's unite and fix this. Now, sexual preference. Does not matter to me what you like doing. I don't care if you like being with a male or a female. I do not care, and it shouldn't matter to anyone else either. Why does it bother you or matter to you? Is the real question. Now that's more accepted than ever. That's good. Now, so what are people focusing on? This needs to be talked about, though. There was a time in history where it was not culturally or socially acceptable to like someone from the opposite sex. That was a different time. Horrible. It was bullshit. We shouldn't have done it, but guess what? It happened. We're sorry it happened. It's not going to happen any further. Pretty easy. So let's move on to, do you want to be a female or a male? And you're a man, you want to become a woman. You're a woman, you want to become a man. First off, I would highly suggest you think this through clearly, because go back to point A, you have masculine and feminine energy in you. You have both. So the issue is when these masculine men tap into their feminine, I feel like, or men push away their feminine side, and then when it gets to them and they realize they have this feminine side, and vice versa for women, they completely confuse themselves with that part only, and that's not the case. It's not the case. And I'm not against it, dude. If you've watched me or listened to me for any amount of time, I think some of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life, I found out was transsexual. Minus my wife. My wife's the most beautiful woman you'll ever see or meet in your fucking life. 100% woman. But I'm just straight up telling you. So, I do not care. Like, you should not care if people want to switch genders, is the issue. Is the main point of this. But another point of this is, I think some of it may be confusion going on. So, I truly believe that. I think there may be some confusion going on, and it's like that they tap into the opposite energy, and then they think that they confuse themselves with that solely. It's what I really think. I swear to God, I've said this for years now. So, these are quick, simple, and easy instructions and examples of how we can fix this. So, should there be trans people? If you want to be, I don't care. You shouldn't either. The point of this is no one should care. in that regard to where they're making a big deal about it. Come on now. So I guess the main thing of this is love yourself, do unto others, and question why you're judging or you care about any of this, really. So now this takes care of everything, by the way. Race, sex, sexual preference, classism, or what the fuck ever. It takes care of everything. So here's my question. Then what are you going to find to make a problem or bitch or complain about? Is my only holdup with, there it is. Trust me, I would love to, there it is. But I know humans, man. Brother, sister, I know humans all too well. Because guess who is a human, supposedly? This guy. This shit could be so much better. It really could be. This is a shit show. I'm telling you, this is a shit show. It's almost like we turned heaven into hell. And I truly believe that that's all it would take is to turn this back into heaven. So I don't... And then if you say, for an example... This is my only concern, my friends, is what I just left this with you, is because we are humans. We are. You have to be honest with yourselves. We look for fucking problems. We find shit that ain't there and make it a problem. And then we nitpick it to death. So, in the blink of an eye, I get rid of 95%. We get rid of 95% of all problems out here. Then what will the fucking problem be? Because I'm just trying to make this like a good experience and a caring, loving experience to where it's like, dude, 95% of it's some positivity and like fun, love, and pretty much do what you want to do when you want to do it. And then the other 5% is just like, dude, we need to improve a little bit here and there. And I don't mean out here improving with all this. I just mean like improve within ourselves to be able to move up this thing. Which is what I've been proposing from the beginning, by the way. So, that is all I have for this video. I am going to come back here, make some more videos. I've been away for a minute. I have some plans for some videos, so... It's Game Informing, the play of life. I'm you talking to you. And this is what we do. We create illusions. We have an experience, tell stories. Snap out of it, dude. Come on now. I love you. Mask off. I fucking love you. Do not go back to sleep. Quit doing this. Come on. Love you.